I dare you to make a bet with me. If the property market doesn't crash by 20% in the next year, I'll give you $50,000 in cash. If you're willing to bet with me, I hope you can watch today's video until the end and you can message me later. First, let me make it clear. I know the Australian property market very well. I personally own several properties, and I believe that before 2030, the Australian property market won't collapse. So why am I still taking this stance? Because the world isn't simply black or white. It's a probability distribution between 0 and 1. No one dares to say that it definitely won't crash, and no one dares to say with absolute certainty that it will crash. Recently, I read another volume of Taleb's Black Swan series, and I strongly recommend that every investor read it. I can responsibly say that these books could save your life. Taleb is the trader, mathematician, thinker, and philosopher I admire the most. During the 2008 subprime crisis, the 2016 European crisis, and the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic, every time the stock market crashed, he made a fortune. So if you also want to at least protect your assets, if not make a big profit when the Australian property market crashes, you must read his books. Let's do some thinking. Suppose you have 5 million in assets in the Australian property market. Then you should take out 1% of your assets each year. That's 50,000, and find someone to make a bet with. Who should this person be? Ideally, someone who has absolute confidence in Australian real estate, someone who believes that Australian property can go up forever. What are you betting on? You're betting on a low probability event, a systemic crash of over 20% across all of Australia next year. If it doesn't happen, the other person takes your 50,000. If it does happen, he pays you 10 million. Trust me, there are definitely people in this world with a contrarian mindset who would be willing to take this bet with you. Why do they say there's nothing new under the sun? After the US real estate market recovered in the 1980s, it went on a bull run for over 20 years. So in 2006, everyone in the US thought, property has been rising for over 20 years. The population and economy are both growing. There's no reason for a crash. The rise of US real estate became almost a matter of faith. But in less than 2 years, it crashed spectacularly, and Michael Burry from The Big Short became famous across America with just one bet. Now, what about Australia? Its property market has been booming for nearly 30 years. History may not repeat itself, but it certainly rhymes, so that 50,000 you put up each year is like buying yourself. As long as there's a single crash in the next 200 years, your insurance will pay off big. Even if it doesn't pay you 10 million, even a payout of 1 million is enough. In the next 20 years, as long as there's one major crash, you won't lose out. Let me repeat, I'm not saying the Australian property market will definitely crash. I'm just reminding everyone that when investing, you can't just look at returns. You have to consider risk as well. Every investor should respect the black swan, because black swans always come back, and when they do, the impact is always far beyond anyone's expectations. Don't think that just because you haven't experienced it yourself or seen it with your own eyes, it can't happen. Don't think that just because something like this has happened before, it won't happen to you. I'm telling you, it absolutely can happen to you. After saying all this, if you still have the nerve, you're welcome to come and try. I'll bet you, of course, I need to know that you can actually afford to lose 10 million to me. I'm your advisor, Shiyan, reminding you, remember, just as money never sleeps, risk never sleeps either. I'm your buyer's strategist here in Melbourne,